Hello everyone, it's Rosalina. I would like to apologize for any background noise that appears in this video. I truly just have a microphone that has a lot of static. But anyway, let us begin. Vocaloid has multiple game franchises, with Krypton Future Medias becoming popular even outside of the main Vocaloid fandom. However, aside from Project Diva, Project Sekai, and Project Mirai, there are other Vocaloid games that have become lesser known. In my Iceberg video, I mentioned the amp Vocadol and the online game Mikutap, which is part of Danny Will's website. Minami has an entire video on obscure Vocaloid games. However, in my video and that video, there is a certain game that is not mentioned. One that is quite obviously unlicensed. When I was a newer Vocaloid fan, I really wanted to play Project Diva. I didn't really know about emulators at that point, so I looked up Vocaloid in the App Store on my filthy little tablet. Most of them were random soundboards and low-quality AR cameras, but there was one that stood out to me, and that was Beep Beep Vocaloid Plus. Looking back now, that game was 100% unlicensed, but I really didn't care. I didn't have any consoles, so this would suffice for the time being. Now, I began to wonder whatever happened to the game. It's unavailable on the App Store, and with an APK file, the game still breaks. At this point, Beep Beep Vocaloid Plus seems to be completely unplayable. However, looking into the game, it seems incredibly odd. When I avidly played it, I was not very good at rhythm games. Oftentimes, I would set the app on autoplay and just watch the MVs. I didn't find any point in looking up the songs online when I could just listen to and watch them on the app itself. That would later prove to be quite vexing when I was looking for a lot of the songs, but I was able to find most of them, as Beep Beep Vocaloid Plus is not completely gone. However, the game is, well, there's a bit of just a little mystery that I just wanted to try and see what was up with the game after I quit playing. When you first downloaded the game, there would be a bit of Vocaloid fan art that would pop up, and this little PNG of Miku that would mouth the lyrics to Melt. Melt was the main opening song. When you first downloaded the game, you would have to download a fair amount of data, similar to a lot of other games. And, I mean, it didn't take very long, probably just around 20 minutes or so, but, I mean, to my little brain, I thought that it was forever. The gameplay itself featured notes popping up all over the screen, in a similar way to Project Diva, but not exactly tapping, you know? There were 3 modes, easy, normal, and hard, and there were 2 types of notes, tap notes and move notes. The songs were separated into, I think, 6 or so seasons, with many songs in each one. I had no money, so I kind of just played Season 0. The end would rank you by grade, similar to Project Sekai. When I played the game, really one of the only other games I knew about was Beep Beep Vocaloid Reborn. Beep Beep Vocaloid Reborn was something that I played quite briefly, but I thought it was pretty hard, so I just stopped playing it. In my research, though, I found 3 other games aside from Beep Beep Vocaloid Plus: Beep Beep Vocaloid, Beep Beep Vocaloid Reborn, and Beep Beep Vocaloid Maker. The latter 2 were listed on sites as made by a studio known as 0101. The former, and Beep Beep Vocaloid Plus, are made by Kestrel Game Studio. Though I would later find that Kestrel and 0101 are the exact same game studio as, well, the only Beep Beep Vocaloid game currently available to download on the App Store is, well, Maker. Most of the logos for these games are just general fan art, and in Beep Beep Vocaloid Reborn and Beep Beep Vocaloid Maker's case, they use MMD models or 3D models as their basis. Mostly TDA, but I did notice, well, Gumi, Kaito, and a few others have different models. The games that feature a lot of Vocaloids as sort of characters, I suppose, have the big 9, which is Miku, Rin, Len, Luka, Meiko, Kaito, Gumi, Gakpo, and Iya. I really wasn't able to find any true information on Kestrel Game Studio. I will be referring to both 0101 and Kestrel Games as just Kestrel Games. The latest of these games is Beat Beat Vocaloid Maker, having been created or listed as created in December of 2022. Even so, this game has the Kestrel logo despite saying that it is from 0101. As for the studios, I really wasn't able to find any information on them, aside from 2 Chinese sources that have them as a profile, but really only say that they made Beat Beat Vocaloid and really nothing about who made the games or what studio company was behind it. The thing about them was that these games featured a wide variety of songs. Most Vocaloid songs have at least somewhat of a fan base, even if it's quite niche. And, I mean, even Vocaloid songs that are incredibly unpopular have, well, at least a bit of something. However, I've noticed that a few of the songs in the game have almost absolutely nothing. The song World was really the only one I could find that had this, as the main video that has the most views lists it as a Beat Beat Vocaloid Plus game, or a song. So I'm not sure if that is an original or not. The game featured a lot of pretty well-known producers. Honeyworks got 2 songs in the game, the third Pudding War, and The World is Falling in Love. Hitoshizuku Piyanyama got the entire Night series, as well as Feathers Across the Seasons, and I'm relatively sure they got others in the other seasons. Buridupi got Deus Ex Machina, and Buna, known for Tale of the Deep Sea Lily, got another song, which I'm actually not too sure of the name of. I can't think of it off the top of my head. They got a song in the game. And several other well-known producers got songs in the game. However, aside from that, there were some that are pretty much barely known. For example, Sino and Greenhouse Magic, which is actually how I first discovered that song. There were a lot of different songs that were in Beat Beat Vocaloid Plus, and I mean, I feel like the games were made by someone who actually is a fan of Vocaloid. However, it's quite hard to tell, as I'm just not too sure. There's so little available about this company that I just can't really tell. Well, the reason I say it's made by a fan and not some random company attempting to capitalize off of the success of Vocaloid is that these seem to be their only games, and not to mention they have a lot of niche songs. A lot of just cash grabs would put popular music. And sure, yes, it has popular music in it. Buriki no Dance is in the game, but at the same time, even if Buriki no Dance is in the game, maybe the creators just like that song. I don't know, it just makes no sense to me how someone who was trying to make a cash grab game would really try to know producers like C No and other songs that weren't exactly popular at the time. Sasakure.uk is an incredibly popular producer, however, Anti-Gravities is not a very popular song. The same goes for Buridupi and Buna's songs in the game, as well as Noboru's Positive Thinking, which has more of a fan base, but I wouldn't say is Noboru's most popular song. But all in all, this is just speculation. The long and short of it is, when I played Beat Beat Vocaloid Maker, the game was very broken. I couldn't get to the screens, but I was not able to play any of the levels or anything. I was attempting to capture gameplay footage of the games, but I ended up just using Project Sekai footage, which you're probably seeing in the background, because, well, the games are broken on my device. And that's kind of sad, because, I mean, It's not like they were bad rhythm games, the charts weren't lazy at all. But, I mean, I guess that's such as life, considering the games were quite obviously unlicensed, using bits of fan art in the beginning, and, I mean, using a ton of songs from a ton of different producers that they probably didn't get all of the rights to. It just makes no sense. But that's the long and short of it, and I think I'm going to end it there. If you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. I do want to try to do more of these in a shorter format, not exactly that iceberg video that I did. But these will, I think they will be more few and far between, as I don't do good with talking all that much. And I also want to post more art-related and just fun content, I guess, and not so much analyses. I do find analysis fun, but I don't know. Sometimes I just want to upload content like songs that I want in Project Sekai. But anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.